you have to clean the seat, all because of his stupid crap he always brings in here. Like, dude, you need to fucking clean up after yourself, like fucking pig. For a person who has major anger issues, and other mental issues, guy is just so to leave that in the. Well, yeah, I'll put it here. Well, can't really do that, but fuck. I know, I hate that. Yeah, I guess I can do that. Fuck. Fucking bitch. Oh yeah, don't do this, don't do that. Fuck you. I don't care. Love you. Ugh. Not in a relationship, but for some reason he won't let me go. I'm hesitating. I've been wanting to leave since this morning, but you won't fucking let me. Keep fucking making me stay. Doesn't want me to see my family. Alienating me from my own family. I haven't seen them in, I don't even know. I don't even remember when was the last time I saw them. Like 6 months or something? I don't even remember. Prevent me from seeing my own family. I ain't happy. Don't mess with me. Ever.
In the American League. The Green Bay Packers and Philadelphia Eagles will face off in Brazil on September 6th in a rare Friday night game. The New York Jets will take on the Minnesota Vikings in London on October 6th. And the Jacksonville Jaguars will play the Chicago Bears in London on October 13th. The last London game of the season features the New England Patriots against the Jacksonville Jaguars on October 20th. Artificial intelligence may play a big role in deciding the venues for the 2028 Los Angeles Summer Olympics. San Francisco software company Autodesk is under contract to design the overlays for the existing venues, including the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. The technology will ultimately save money for an Olympics that will already cost
that's supposed to be guest parking. You can't fucking
since no new permanent structures
out
needed
the
to be
oil.
built. Feature sports at 14 and 44 past each and every hour. I'm Ray Harris on the Black Information Network.
This hour of news is brought to you by Merck, a proud national partner of the Black Information Network. Stretching from West 82nd to West 89th Street, Seneca Village was an African-American enclave that flourished. Home to 225 residents in 1855 with a population roughly two-thirds African-American, Seneca Village offered a serene landscape away from the urbanized scenery of downtown Manhattan. For 32 years, it served as a safe haven for African-Americans and fostered a tight-knit community. Approximately half the African-American population owned their own home in the village and with it the right to vote. But by 1853, the New York legislature enacted a law that would erase the area for the creation of Central Park. Eminent domain would be used to acquire the land, and while owners were compensated, many believed their land was undervalued. To justify its destruction, a racist smear campaign targeted the community, portraying it as a poor area with disheveled shanty-like housing. However, historical records and excavated artifacts have uncovered the rich history that was once Seneca Village. And that's a fact. I'm Ashley Young on the Black Information Network. Entertainment news on the Black Information Network. Snoop Dogg is reportedly set to make millions for covering the Olympic Games in France. According to the Daily Mail, the rapper has earned $500,000 a day for his coverage of the event in Paris, plus expenses. The news comes from venture capitalist Henry Montemera, who claims he heard it from an NBC executive. A German outlet, Bild, also claimed an NBC employee said Snoop will earn up to $15 million by the time the games are over. Snoop Dogg was announced as the official commentator for the Olympic Games back in January. Neither NBC nor Snoop have confirmed how much money he's making at the Olympics. Elsewhere in entertainment news, Disney is hiking prices on its streaming platforms, including Hulu and ESPN+. Beginning October, the services will cost $1 to $2 more a month. Disney Plus Basic will cost $9.99, and Premium will cost $15.99 per month. Hulu ads will be on par with Disney Plus Basic, and Hulu without ads will run $18.99. ESPN Plus, which has ads, will cost $11.99. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at Black Information Network, and on X at BlackInfoNet. With the latest in entertainment at 17 and 47 minutes past each hour, I'm Morgan Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Time now for traffic and weather.
On the Bay Area's BIN 910.
We begin in San Jose. This is southbound 280. This is between Bird Avenue and 10th Street. Traffic is very slow right now. This is all due to a grass fire that is reported on the right shoulder. Also in San Jose, northbound 101 before 880, we have a crash involving a couple of vehicles. They've mixed it up. They're in the right lane, and traffic is stopped from Oakland Road. In Rodeo, westbound 80, this is the off-ramp to Willow Road. We have a stalled semi. This stalled semi at one point was blocking that off-ramp entirely. The good news is they have moved that over to the left shoulder. And slow traffic on northbound 101 as you head from Cesar Chavez Street to the lower deck of the Bay Bridge. Bay Area weather, mostly sunny skies today with highs getting into the mid-90s inland. With Bay Area traffic and weather, Joe Roberts on the Black Information Network.
Leadership in the realm of sports and beyond, making Danita Johnson another name you should know. I'm Weston Tishon for the Black Information Network.
I'm Trey Thomas.
And I'm Bree Wood on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Vice President Kamala Harris has picked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate.
I want you to do this with me. Let's do this together. Would you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The 60-year-old Democrat served in the House for 12 years before he was elected governor of the North State in 2018 and re-elected in 2022. Walz is thought to be a help to Harris in the key Midwestern battleground state. He and his wife Gwen have 2 children.
The man who killed his girlfriend's family for a stimulus check has been sentenced to 145 years in prison. On crime reports, Malik Halbaker learned his fate after pleading guilty to the murders of 7-year-old Steve Moore, 23-year-old LaSwan Moore, 35-year-old Anthony Johnson, and 44-year-old Tamika Brown. The girlfriend, Jenny Trius Moore, was also shot but survived by hiding under a neighbor's porch. The murders happened after Halbaker rifled through Moore's purse for a $1,400 stimulus check she received during the COVID pandemic.
Black Democratic Rep. Cori Bush has lost her high-stakes primary race in Missouri. The member of the Progressive Squad Group was beat by St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell, also black. Bell is backed by the pro-Israel lobbying group AIPAC. Bush has been a vocal critic of Israel in the war with Hamas.
I don't regret that because I fight against anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. I fight all hatred and all bigotry.
Bush is the 3rd incumbent House member and 2nd member of the Progressive Squad to lose a primary against a challenger.
And the Federal Home Loan Bank of Dallas has announced that an affordable housing grant has been awarded to rehabilitate a vacant property in Mississippi. The $850,000 grant has been awarded to the Mississippi Regional Housing Authority in Black Representative Benny Thompson's district. The grant will help fund a $2.9 million rehab of a 40-unit vacant affordable housing development known as Patterson Homes 1 and 2. They contain 1, 2, and 3-bedroom homes for low-income residents. The Housing Authority says the homes will be completed by December.
Compton, California is naming a post office after a local Medal of Honor recipient. U.S. Marine Corps Private First Class James Anderson was killed in combat during the Vietnam War when he grabbed a grenade and pulled it to his chest, absorbing the blast and killing the men around him. Anderson was the first black Marine to receive the nation's highest award for valor. For more news impacting the black community,
NABJ is committed to training and supporting Black journalists, media professionals, journalism students, and educators. Learn more at nabj.org.
Trusted, Black, new.
The Black Information Network. The Bay Area PIN 910.
Your money on the Black Information Network.
If you are one of the millions of consumers who have gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over the years, you might be getting some money back after a lawsuit. In fact, 2 federal lawsuits are seeking millions of dollars from General Mills. Plaintiffs say Cocoa Puff cereal could contain high levels of lead. The suits filed recently in Minnesota and California are calling for over $5 million in damages for consumers nationwide. One suit is claiming that a 1-cup serving of Cocoa Puffs contains just a little less than the state's maximum allowable limit of 0.5 micrograms of lead. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola could end up paying billions of dollars back to the government for back taxes. The soft drink giant says that the IRS misapplied applicable regulations dating back over a decade. Punishments from the government have climbed to around $6 billion with interest. The company has roughly 3 months to appeal, which it announced recently that it was planning to do. Morning news at 54 minutes past each hour. I'm Nicole Deal on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and MBytes.com. America's trusted Black voice.
The Black Information Network. The Bay Area's PIN 910.
I'm Bree Wood.
And I'm Trey Thomas on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
A new report says New York needs to do more to reduce infant and maternal mortality. An audit from New York Comptroller Tom DiNapoli's office shows maternal death rose by a third from 2018 to 2021, with Black women 10.3 times more likely to die during childbirth than white women. DiNapoli recommends the state health department develop better monitoring programs and collaborate better with birthing hospitals. Health department officials say they've already taken some steps, including better access to telehealth and more resources for at-risk mothers.
The Democratic National Committee has formally confirmed Vice President Kamala Harris and Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as their presidential and vice presidential nominees. According to the Hill, this comes after Harris received overwhelming support, securing 99% of the delegates' votes in a virtual roll call after President Biden withdrew from the race. Her choice of Walz's running mate has further boosted her campaign's polling numbers and fundraising efforts. And Republicans are reacting to the vice president's choice of Governor Tim Walz as a running mate. Speaking with Fox News, Republican Rep. Byron Donalds of Florida says the Harris-Walz ticket is very dangerous.
They picked another radical left-wing Democrat who will cater to Hamas and will not actually be supportive of Israel, especially when Israel is facing a very real threat right now in the Middle East.
Donalds, who is black, says voters should consider their options carefully. He also says Harris-Walz will not fix the economy, inflation, or the southern border.
And congratulations are in order for Zaya Campbell, the daughter of Grammy-winning gospel singer Erica Campbell and music producer Warren Campbell, has been crowned the winner of the 30th annual Little Miss African American Scholarship Pageant. Rolling Out reports the event, founded by Lisa Ruffin, aims to boost the confidence and cultural awareness of young African American girls. The pageant, held at Barnsdall Art Park in Los Angeles, California, awarded over $10,000 in scholarships and prizes. I'm Bree Wood, along with Trey Thomas on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. Your Healthy Minute is up next.
Many middle-aged people may mistakenly believe they are not obese, according to an Italian study focusing on body fat rather than BMI. The research led by the University of Tor Vergata found that using a lower BMI cutoff of 27 would better identify those at risk of obesity-related diseases like diabetes and heart disease. According to BBC, the study involved almost 5,000 adults aged 40 to 80 and revealed that while only 38% of men and 41% of women had a BMI of over 30, body fat scans showed that 71% of men and 64% of women were actually obese. Researchers argue that adjusting obesity guidelines to include this lower BMI threshold could improve health outcomes for many older adults. However, more research in different populations is needed to confirm these findings. Now for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, MBytes.com.
Trusted News 24/7.
The Black Information Network.
BIN 910.
When was the last time I took a road trip? How many national parks could I hit in 2 weeks? What about hotels? Wait, hey Erica, how much am I spending on travel?
When your questions about life turns to questions about money, there's Erica, the virtual financial assistant to help you spend, save, and plan smarter. Only from Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Erica is only available in the English language. You must download the latest version of the mobile banking app, only available on select mobile devices. Your chat may be recorded and monitored for quality assurance. Message and data rates and additional terms may apply. Bank of America and a member FDIC.
Telling our stories is more important than ever, and the NADJ is committed to training and supporting Black journalists, media professionals, journalism students, and educators. Learn more at nadj.org.
Want to make a difference? Form a neighborhood watch group to look out for one another. You can create a safer community. Learn more at saferwatchapp.com.
Black Information Network.
9:10 a.m. KKSF, Oakland, the Black Information Network.
Listen at BINnews.com or tell your smart device to play the Black Information Network on iHeartRadio. I'm Amber Payton. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is calling on a sheriff in his state to resign over his handling of the case involving one of his former deputies killing a black woman, Sonia Massey. Pritzker said that Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell should have taken his leadership role more seriously. He added that he was not pleased with the sheriff's responses to why former deputy Sean Grayson was hired. The Sangamon County Sheriff's Office was the 6th Illinois Police Department Grayson had worked for in less than 4 years. Massey's murder has led to protests across the nation and renewed a conversation over the use of deadly force by police against black people. Vice President Harris's campaign is up $36 million in the 24 hours after announcing Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate. This comes after a massive fundraising month for the Harris campaign, raising over $200 million in just the week after President Biden announced he would not seek re-election. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network. I'm Vanessa Tyler.
And I'm Mike Stevens on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
The Democratic ticket is set. The VP has her VP.
We are running a campaign on behalf of all Americans.
Vice President Harris, in her historic quest, made her first major decision. Her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, the white Midwestern 60-year-old standing as number 2 with the first black woman, showed up at this Pennsylvania rally ready to fight and to define Donald Trump.
You know it, you feel it. These guys are creepy and yes, just weird as hell.
Pulling no punches, he went after the former president, Trump's running mate, and Trump's record.
And make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump. That's not even counting the crimes he committed.
So just who is Minnesota Governor Tim Walz? Well, he's a former congressman, former teacher, former high school coach, and as a member of the Army National Guard, the highest-ranking enlisted man to enter Congress. Vice President Harris says he's exactly the type of man to join her on this journey.
Because he's the kind of person who makes people feel like they belong and then inspires them to dream big. And that's the kind of vice president he will be.
Still, America does not know him, at least not yet. A new NPR PBS Marist poll found 71% have never heard of him. They will soon because they are hitting the road. Just months before Election Day, the Harris-Walz team plans to hit battlegrounds: Wisconsin, Michigan, North Carolina, Georgia, and Arizona.
You know what's out there, so say it with me. We aren't going back.
The election rhetoric is red hot right now, and so are the death threats. A Virginia man has been charged for saying he wanted to shoot, stab, and burn alive Vice President Harris. 66-year-old Frank Lucio Carrillo made his first court appearance. Officials searching his home found a handgun, rifle, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. He also allegedly posted threats on a conservative media site against President Biden and the FBI. FBI director.
And Donald Trump, who just had an assassination attempt, was threatened with another. Police have in custody a Pakistani national with ties to Iran. ABC is reporting Asif merchant flew from Pakistan to recruit hitmen to go after the ex-president.
And hasn't it been a treat to watch Simone Biles as she closes this Olympics, the multi-medal winner, superstar gymnast who is black and represented our country before the world, tells CNN she had to prove it to herself.
Well, it was important to me because nobody forced me to be out there on that stage. I solely did it for myself, and I'm in a really good spot mentally and physically. So doing this for just me and the world.
And she did it, walking away with 4 medals, 3 gold and a silver. I'm Vanessa Tyler with Mike Stevens on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
Time now for traffic and weather.
On the Bay Area's BIN 910.
Starting in San Jose, southbound 280 at McLaughlin Avenue. We have a brush fire that is off to the right shoulder. It looks like now fire crews are blocking the 2 right lanes, and this has traffic backed up to Bird Avenue. Still have this crash on northbound 101 in the South Bay in San Jose before 880. It's in the right lane, and traffic is backed up to Oakland Road. There is a stall in Pittsburgh, westbound 4. This is the off-ramp to Leverage Road. That stalled car is blocking the off-ramp. And in Rodeo, also a stalled semi, westbound 80, the off-ramp to Willow Avenue. That stalled semi is over on the left shoulder. Bay Area weather, we are seeing some clouds now along the coast, but mostly sunny inland. Highs in the 60s along the water, 70s and 80s around the bay, 90s in. With Bay Area traffic and weather, Joe Roberts on the Black Information Network.
Our news all the time.
The Black Information Network.
Bay Area, BIN 910.
I'm Natasha Williams on your home for 24/7 News on San Francisco's BIN 910. California Governor Gavin Newsom is reacting to Vice President Kamala Harris's pick for running mate. Newsom posted on his X account that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is about doing the right thing, whether it's free school meals or standing up against gun violence. He's never been intimidated. He's about honor and decency and is exactly the right pick in a campaign about daylight versus darkness. Newsom continued to add that Walz has been an incredible partner as a governor and will make an incredible vice president. And teachers and staff in the Daly City School District in the Bay Area are now moving into affordable housing for the 2024-25 school year. The housing project started in 2019 and finished this summer. Sandy Morgan, superintendent of Jefferson Elementary School District, says affordable housing is a tool for recruiting and retaining qualified teachers and other staff. Last week, the California State Superintendent, Tony Thurmond, announced a plan to build up to 2.3 million units of housing for teachers on surplus land owned by the school districts across the state. Since 2020,
You're not supposed to be
it has allotted
speedy.
$50 million
55
in
is the
tax
speed
credits
limit, not
for
90.
affordable housing, including housing for educators. And California could be the first in the nation to ban public schools from serving foods with dangerous chemicals. State Assembly member Jesse Gabriel from the San Fernando Valley was joined by elected officials, celebrities, and child health advocates to urge the passage of the California School Food Safety Act.
That synthetic food dyes, which are the target of this bill, 6 synthetic food dyes, can cause harm to children, that they can cause hyperactivity and other neurobehavioral problems in our children.
That includes Red Dye 40. State Assemblyman Gabriel believes California Food Safety Act could prompt nationwide changes to popular foods marketed towards children.
It is first in the nation